And sometimes we see ourselves as limited, not enough, less than. But like with Solomon, the Lord your God is with you. He has not just made you powerful, but very powerful. What you're up against may be big, but it's no match for you. The same power that raised Christ from the dead lives in you. It's a power so strong that it couldn't keep Jesus in the grave. A power so strong that a teenage shepherd boy defeated a giant. A power so strong that prison doors opened for Paul and Silas. A power so strong that a fiery furnace couldn't burn 3 Hebrew teenagers. A power so strong that the Red Sea parted for Moses. That's the power that's in you. You are not ordinary. You are not common. You are very powerful. Now here's the key. How you see yourself will determine whether you see this great power. If you think weak thoughts, insecure, intimidated, this problem is too big, I can't accomplish my dreams, I'll never break this addiction, then you are canceling out the power. You have to get in agreement with God. I'm not looking at weak people. I'm not looking at average people. I'm looking at sons and daughters of the Most High God. Strong, confident, anointed, favored. Resurrection power is in you. Power to bring dead things back to life. You can accomplish your dreams. You can set new standards for your family. You can defeat that cancer. You can break that addiction. You can end that dysfunction. It may stop some people, but not you. You are very powerful. Even the enemy knows how powerful you are. He can see that you're not weak. You're not average. You're not lacking. How much further will you go? How much more will you accomplish? How many giants will you defeat if you'll start seeing yourself for who you really are? Not just powerful, but very powerful. There is a force breathing in your direction greater than any force trying to stop you. There's not a giant you can't defeat, an obstacle you can't overcome, an addiction you can't break. No weapon formed against you is going to prosper. God has armed you with strength for every battle. He's surrounded you with favor. Goodness and mercy are following you. He's going before you, making crooked places straight. When the enemy comes against us one way, God said He would defeat them and cause them to flee 7 different ways. He said He holds victory in store for the upright. There is a power working in you that's not of your own ability. It's resurrection power. Now get rid of any weak thoughts, defeating thoughts. It's too much. I don't have the connections. I'll never meet the right person. This dream is out of reach. Have a new perspective. This problem may be big, but it's no match for me. I am well able. I am strong in the Lord. I can do all things through Christ. Though I am surrounded by trouble, I will not fear. Though I am attacked on every side, I will not be afraid. For the Lord is my light and my salvation. The Lord is the strength of my life. If you're going to tap into this power, you have to think power thoughts. Inflation may be high. Stock market shaky. Banks having trouble. You could be worried. Instead, God, I thank you that you're Jehovah Jireh, the Lord my provider. You said even in famine, I would have more than enough. You said I would lend and not borrow, that my cup would run over. Or the medical report may not look good. Experts say you're not going to get well. God, you said you would restore health back into me. You said I would live and not die, that with long life you would satisfy me. Maybe you have children that are off course. Doesn't look like they'll ever change. God, you said, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. You said my children will be mighty in the land, that from generation to generation we will tell of your goodness. Learn to think power thoughts. That's how you activate the power. See, our strength doesn't come from just our own ability, our own willpower, our own determination. That's all good, but you will face times where on your own it's not enough. The giant is too big, the sickness too strong, the trouble too great. That's when you're going to see the Lord your God empowering you, a supernatural force enabling you, causing you to go further, to defeat giants, to accomplish dreams that seem impossible. Victory starts in our mind. You can't think weak and be powerful. You can't think limited and be strong. You can't think fear and have courage. Is your thinking keeping you from being very powerful? A wrong mindset stopping the strength, the favor, the victory that belongs to you? Start thinking power thoughts. I am strong. I am well able. I am confident. This challenge cannot hold me back. I am full of resurrection power. I can run through a troop and leap over a wall. If God be for me, who dare be against me?